Hello there! Thanks a lot for coming by PosterCentral.com's video blog today. I'm Pete Howard, and boy, the summer of 1964, times were still naive and back when ticket prices were just a couple of bucks. Look at this really nice soul music tour featuring 10 artists. And we have Posters Inc., that's Posters Incorporated, INC period, out of Philadelphia on Cherry Street to thank for this lovely layout. They're the ones who designed and printed this 1964 concert poster. I just love it. Look at all that pink and yellow. Talk about compelling colors, right? And then black and white. And then up top, you've got that red venue information, making a 5-color beauty out of this. But boy, I'll tell you, it's really the pink and yellow that just hits it out of the park for this one. And to top everything off, this baby's in great unused condition. I mean, you don't find too many that were never used. You know, no tack holes or tape marks or fading or anything. It's in beautiful condition. So that's always fun for a collector to find something like this. In this condition, also, is what I should say. Okay, speaking of the red information up top there, the red print, as you can see, it is from the Mosque Theater in Richmond, Virginia, Saturday, September 12th, 2 shows at 7 and 10 p.m. And then tickets on sale at 5 locations, which I shan't read to you. And then the permanent color portion for the whole tour, as you can see there, it does say Supersonic Attractions presents. Supersonic would usually work with Globe posters out of Baltimore, but they did do a few things for a spell with Posters Inc., and that's exactly what we have here. Then you've got the 2 big fellas right up at the top there. Look at that. Solomon Burke. Wow, everybody needs somebody to love. I'll tell you, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Solomon, what a famous song that is. I mean, it wasn't a big hit for him, but it was covered by, you know, the Rolling Stones and Wilson Pickett. Led Zeppelin used to do it in their medleys, the Whole Lotta Love medley, live in concert. Blues Brothers, of course. And Rolling Stone magazine once named it one of the 500 greatest songs ever. So what a great song to have at the top of a concert poster, right? Just amazing. Matter of fact, after Mr. Burke passed away in late 2010, in the 2011 televised Grammy ceremony for Grammy Awards, Mick Jagger solo paid a tribute to Solomon by doing that very song, and he what's the term? He killed it. That's it. It was really good. So it's a very important song to have on a poster. Unfortunately, it only went to number 58 for Mr. Burke this year. However, there's a gigantic asterisk to that. This is a soul music that's what they called it in '64, soul music, you know, R&B. Concert poster from '64. Well, guess what? That is the exact year that Billboard magazine suspended their R&B chart. Their soul music or R&B hit singles was suspended from like December of '63 to January of '65. So the whole year of '64 there was no R&B chart. So that left R&B artists like this to slug it out with all the Beatles and all the pop stuff to try to get chart position. And so it was really a ripoff, you know, for the black music community to just not have, you know, all of these good records, you know, languished outside of the top 40 and stuff. And in fact, I'll give you some upcoming evidence of that, but it's just, you know, the way it was for that one year. '64 was really tough for soul music artists. So anyway, that's why Everybody Needs Somebody to Love for Solomon only went to number 58. Next to him, you've got the other big fella, as I said, Jerry Butler, and his record on there is I Stand Accused, and it stood the same fate as Solomon, only went to number 61 this summer. However, I guess if you made the records good enough, they would break through, and Jerry Butler's new single, Let It Be Me, blasted through all of that and made it into the top 5 pop nationally. Okay, the second row, also busting into that national top 5, were the Drifters with Under the Boardwalk. In 1964, a song we still hum a lot to this day, right? And luckily it's on the poster above their photo. Yay, that's fantastic. In fact, the very week of this show, Under the Boardwalk was number 13 nationally after spending weeks and weeks in the national top 10. And can you imagine if there had been the R&B charts Under the Boardwalk? Oh my God, that would have been number 1 for a month or 2, right? Crazy. Then you've got Chuck Jackson there, and he's best known for Any Day Now, a couple of years previous. But he has Beg Me on here, and that just rose to number 45, but again it was 1964. And then separating the top 4 artists from the bottom 6 or so, you've got that yellow diamond that does say All in Person. And then you've got the Thames, and they're coming off a national top 10 pop hit with What Kind of Fool Do You Think I Am? However, Hey Girl, Don't Bother Me was their latest single, and it was pretty much a non-starter. Not really, it charted but didn't do much. Then you've got Johnny Thunder there in the middle. He had a top 5 pop hit with Loop de Loop, But boy, he got kind of creamed on this. No photo of Johnny. He just gets a pink egg. And that's it there. And just no photo of Johnny Thunder. Of course, a stage name for him, but still top 5 pop hit. You know, they should have squeezed in a picture. And then you've got Patti LaBelle and her group, the Bluebells. Look at that. Boy, and of course, Patti LaBelle in the 1970s and 80s and even 90s just, you know, really killed as a charting artist. But they were just getting going here in the mid-60s. And as the Bluebells did not chart anything in the national top 10, R&B or otherwise. Then, switching sides here, as you can see, we do have Jackie Ross down there. And Selfish One for Jackie, maybe I should get in the picture too, huh? Selfish One for Jackie peaked at number 11 this very week, as a matter of fact, mid-September of '64. And again, you know, R&B, it could have been a number 1 or a number 3 or something, but on the pop charts, peaked at number 11, but what a nice sandwich. Just ahead of it was Roy Orbison's Oh Pretty Woman, and just behind it at number 12 was the Beatles' And I Love Her. So Jackie Ross keeping some really nice company there. Then the bottom center, my favorite song on the poster. Take a look at that. Betty Everett with the Shoop Shoop song, It's in His Kiss. Obviously that long song title abbreviated. Boy, I'll tell you, that was number 6 pop record national for Betty Everett. And of course, it would have been number 1 for a month, R&B, if there had been R&B charts, as I sound like a broken phonograph record myself. But boy, I just love Shoop Shoop Song, killer record. What's nice for Betty Everett is, guess what? She would break through all that and get into the national top 5 because she was duetting with Jerry Butler on the song I had mentioned previously. So good for her. Let It Be Me would take her into the national top 5 this year anyway, even though Shoop Shoop Song did not quite. And then, down in the lower right-hand corner, yep, you've got the ever-present Gorgeous George, Master of Ceremonies. Beautiful R&B concert poster from 1964 from Posters, Inc. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks a lot for coming by. I'm loving it. And we'll see you next time for something soon. Bye-bye.